Hi, this is Kathy with Barefoot Mountain School of Herbs, and in this video we are just going to take a look at some pictures of some early spring herbs and just start getting used to picking out what is there. It's just practice to see to develop our eye for finding early spring herbs and finding herbs in general. Don't get overwhelmed. We're going to go over a few herbs, but this is something that develops over time. The more you watch them, the more you'll develop an eye for picking out the herbs. So that's why we're doing this. So just relax, just watch, and pretty soon you'll be picking out the herbs too. The information presented in this video is intended for educational purposes only and is not meant to give any medical advice, diagnose, treat, or cure any disease. Please do your own research and prayerfully make your own decisions regarding your use of herbal medicines. Okay, our first picture was taken very, very early. Actually, it was very late in the winter, almost spring, when I went out and took this picture. And the first thing, of course, that you see in the spring to pop up around here is this little corn speedwell or Veronica herb. It's a good little anti-inflammatory. It's a very, very early herb. Let me zoom in a little bit on it. You can see it. Okay. Um, you'll also find these purple dead nettle, which is an awesome herb. It's great for anti-allergy herb, um, anti-inflammatory. Also, you'll see in this picture, there's these baby cleavers that are coming up. You'll be able to see those more in the next picture. Um, but that's what we can see in this picture. In this next picture, you can see the cleavers a whole lot better. See how they're coming up, and you can see the little whorls around the stem. Of course, this is the purple dead nettle. You can see the square stem on that. I think that's all that's in this one, other than the little baby cleavers coming up. And this third picture, of course, you can still see the Veronica, the corn speedwell. Up here in the corner, we have a little dock, yellow dock. Um, and these are shepherd's purse. And of course, we still have our purple dead nettle. And then there's another yellow dock down here. This one is a curly dock. Let me see. I can find you a picture. Here is a leaf. This is a picture of a leaf of a curly dock. These are the ones that are really a good wild green if you're in the early spring. Later on, they get a little bit tough. But the roots are a wonderful blood cleanser. It's one of the things that I use all the time for like liver and kidney cleansing and that sort of thing. The way that you know that it's a dock is one of the identifying features. Some of them will have the red. They say that the ones with the red stems are not as good to eat as the ones. These still have the curly, but if it has the red on it, they say it makes it a little bitter. But you can also, eat them in 2 changes of water when you're boiling them. So and that's supposed to make it better. But one of the identifying features is this little sheath at the bottom. Kind of that little thing will peel off and like, see, here's another one like kind of like an onion, like a green onion in the spring, how you'll peel that little sheath off at the bottom. That is one of the identifying features of the docks, the yellow docks. Let me see if I can get back. Okay. And then, of course, we have all of the shepherd's purse. Let me get in a little bit closer and show you the little seeds. The seeds are starting to flatten out, and these will get a little bit heart-shaped as they get older. One of the ways that you can identify shepherd's purse is by the way that the leaves are clasped around the stem. Let me get in closer here. See how it kind of clasps around the stem? That is, and actually kind of laps over on the other side, that little pointy thing, that is a good identifying feature of shepherd's purse. Okay, now in this fourth picture, see what all we have in this one. Of course, we have this dock leaf here, yellow dock. We have our purple dead nettle. Right here is some cleavers. Here is a shepherd's purse. And then, does anybody know why we would not want to forage any of this stuff around it? It's because right in here we have a poison hemlock. Um, and so, just to make sure and to be safe, we would not want to forage anywhere close to that, just in case some of the root gets tangled up with some of the roots of the safe herbs. So, the reason we know this is a poison hemlock, I'm sure you all have probably, well, I don't have a picture of it. I thought I had a close-up picture. But there is a video on poison hemlock. But if you look at it, the stems will be smooth. You can kind of tell they're smooth. And down at the base, they're going to be purple splotched. So you can tell that's a poison hemlock. It's one of the most poisonous plants in North America. So we don't want to forage anywhere near that. And this last picture was taken today. This is the very beginning of April in central Appalachian Mountains. And this was just in a waste area downtown, actually. Of course, we have our purple dead nettle, but we also, if you look closely, we have a henbit, which is the look-alike to purple dead nettle. Now, henbit is edible, and it is medicinal to a certain extent, but it's not as effective as purple dead nettle against allergies. So, let me see if I can find you. I'll find you a close-up if I can of the two of those together. Nope. Okay, here is a close-up of the two of those together. You can see in the front, this is your henbit. This back here is your purple dead nettle. The henbit has longer flowers. The purple dead nettle has the triangle-shaped flowers, and the henbit has the scalloped, and they clasp and whorl around the stem. And whereas purple dead nettle has them kind of like stacked on top of each other, and it has the very square stem too. So that's how you can tell the difference in the two. Okay, so back to our picture here. We have, okay, what do we have right here? We have a big mullein right here. And here's a picture of a full-grown mullein. This is a second-year mullein that has its yellow flower stalk. So this is probably what this will grow into. It looks like, you know, from the middle of it, it looks like that's it's going to grow a little stalk. Okay. Let's see. Down here, there is a longleaf plantain. You can tell that by the vertical veins. They all run from actually from the base of the stem. They run up. That's how you can tell a plantain, and it's also in a rosette. Right in here, it looks like we have some chickweed starting. Let me find you a picture of chickweed real quick. Okay, this is a picture of the chickweed you can see close up. I'll probably I have a file on that in the Appalachian Apprenticeship group, but I'll try to do a video on it later. You can see one of the identifying features of chickweed is the little line of hairs just on one side of the stem. So, I mean, they're fuzzy here and there, but they have this little line of hairs just on one side of the stem. Okay, so back to our picture. Let's see. Go back in. And these are daisy fleabane. That's a probably a very invasive little daisy. Like, let me see. Here, there's a bunch of pictures on Google of it. It's also medicinal. I think I read that it was a diuretic, and they use it. Midwives use it during childbirth and that sort of thing. It's not something I've used a lot of. Right in here, you can see the little red clover coming up. Of course, here's a picture of a grown red clover, and you can see the leaves are the same. Okay, let's see. There's a purple dead nettle. Some more daisy fleabane. Like a little and there is a dandelion over here in the corner. If I can get it to, I can't get my picture to move. But anyway, you all know what a dandelion looks like. But anyway, that is 5 pictures of some of the things that you will find in a field this time of year. Early in the year, you're going to see a whole lot of, and this is what you're going to see in most fields and most waste places, yards and that sort of thing, is a whole big bunch of purple dead nettle, a little bit of dandelion. You'll see the Veronica, you'll see the daisy fleabane. You'll see the narrow leaf plantain likes cooler weather, so you'll see a lot of that. But that's what you're going to see right at the beginning of spring. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try to make more as more of the herbs come out. Just remember, the more that you practice, the more that you watch, the more you'll be able to pick them out for yourself. So I hope that this was good. Let me know in the comments what you think. Be sure to like and share and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for watching, and God bless you. Bye-bye.